In this example, we're going to be solving the triangle, which means I'm going to be looking for all the angles and all sides. So usually what I end up doing when I solve a triangle, I start by listing pretty much everything. So I'm going to just write this out. A equals B equals C equals, and then I'm also going to do the lowercase letters because the lowercase letters are technically all of the sides. So let me label this really quickly. This is little a, this is little b, this is little c. So if I wanted to at least fill in the information that I currently have, angle A is 50 degrees, little b is 3 degrees. Did I say 3 degrees? I meant 3. And then angle C is our right angle, which is 90 degrees. I think the easiest thing for us to solve for first is the missing angle measure. Remember that all of these need to add up to be 180 degrees. Well, we've got half of it already. That's the 90. We've got 50. So 50 plus what is going to give me the other 90 is basically what we're trying to figure out. Well, 50 and 40 is going to give me 90, and 90 plus 90 is 180. So B has to be 40 degrees. Now, there are other ways how you can approach it, but that's just kind of a simple way that I like to approach it. Now I need to find the other side lengths. Okay. Now this is where our knowledge of trig functions is going to come in handy. So for me, I'm thinking, well, I know all my angles. Let me see if I can find side A first. So here's side A. Now to make things a little bit easier, I think I'm going to use my 50-degree angle right here. Okay. And I'm going to use little b since I already know that information and I didn't have to find it. So this is the opposite of our 50-degree angle. This is the adjacent of our 50-degree angle. And so opposite over adjacent, that's tangent. So tangent of 50 degrees needs to equal A over 3. Well, just like what we saw in the past couple of lessons, we can multiply both sides by 3 and then type this whole thing over here into our calculator and we will get the value of A. We're going to round to 3 decimal places. So in your calculator, you would type 3 times tangent of 50 degrees and you will end up with the following value. Let's round to 3 decimal places. So A equals 3.575. The value after that second 5 is a 2, so you round down. You're not going to round up, so you just kind of leave it as is. So A is 3.575. Now there are 2 different ways how we could find little c. If we know 2 of the sides and need to find the third, we can use Pythagorean theorem, which I think might be the easiest way of approaching this. So we have 3 squared plus 3.575 squared equals c squared. Well, I know 3 squared. I know that right off the top of my head. That is 9. This one, use your calculator to figure that out. And I'm getting something like 12.782 equals c squared. So if I want to add 9 to that, I end up with 21.7824, because I have a few extra values because I used the actual number. I didn't just use 3.575. You might have like a couple of extra numbers as well. And then that's equal equal to 2 squared. Now I can take the square root of both sides. And you're good on your calculator, you're going to actually want to take the square root of that decimal. You're not going to want to just leave a shortened version of it. If you can get the whole square root, fantastic. But I mean, you want it to be as accurate as possible. So probably a more accurate answer would end up being about 4.667, which would be the value of C, your hypotenuse, 4.667. I really hope that I made sense. Idaho, no, you'll have to tell me. Okay, so let's take a look here. We have all 3 of our angles. We have all 3 of our sides. So we have officially solved this